Well, welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope all your little endeavors are going well. Sometimes you just want to get back to the basics in life. Life gets complicated. It gets confusing. You've got all of this stuff going on in life, and it makes things hard. Life seems complicated, and it is complicated, but we tend as humans to make it even more complicated. And we overthink things and stuff like that. So what we're going to do here, we're going to play vanilla Minecraft. I'm going to do a lot of talking and trying to get a lot of wisdom out there, for wisdom that I know for as long as I've been around, and everything. And we're going to try to unlock a lot of the achievements, which you can't do in Bedrock Minecraft with mod packs, and you can't do it on hardcore mode. So we're playing regular Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft on hard difficulty. So I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest with you, but we're going to try it and see what happens here, and everything. That's why my food's depleting really quick. But yeah, and there's no right or wrongs per se in life. Things are the way they are, and you can get advice from 1,000 people, and you can read 1,000,000 books on how to handle a situation. But we have to remember that everybody's different. What works for one individual may not work for another individual. And one person may find a way, happiness in one thing that may not make somebody else happy. So always keep that in mind. Always remember to be real, to be who you are, no matter what. Don't try to impress people. Don't go and do something just to impress people. When you start making videos for YouTube, and you start to realize, you start to see things, and you're like, hey, look, wonder if this will get me more views, or that'll get me more views, or whatever. And we kind of get away from the reason I started this channel. And I started this channel because I liked to play Minecraft, and I like to play other games. And I've kind of gotten away from that. Excuse me. I've been, getting help with AI to come up with video descriptions and titles and stuff like that, instead of just going and just doing it myself. A lot of my videos, some of my videos I post, I don't even edit some, but there are a lot of them that I just edit, and I think I'm just going to start putting out there what's out there, and see how it goes. So let me know if that's something that you're going to be interested in, or something like that. Like I said, everybody's different. Just because I like something does not mean that you're going to like it, or anybody else is going to like it. We spawned at a really rough place here, so let's make some planks. Go ahead and get a crafting table made. Let's make some sticks. Put this out. Get us a axe and a pickaxe and a sword. Okay. So anyways, it's one of them things, like I said, it doesn't matter, you're not trying to impress anybody or anything like that in life. Just be yourself. Be who you are. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what other people and what makes them happy. Our differences are what makes us unique. I guess I need a stone pickaxe, don't I? Okay. Let me do that so if I don't mess up here. So, do what makes you happy, and don't try to impress other people at all. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it to try to impress other people. Because all you're going to find out you do is make yourself unhappy. So, that's the thing about it, is your happiness, and those around you that you love, making sure they're happy as much as you can. I mean, you can't control everybody. And do we need iron for this? Yes, we do. Tack on it. All right. Well, I messed that one up. But and there's so many people, when you make a video and you do a video, and people, you worry about what it's going to look like, and how can I make it look better? And I've been playing with all these mods and stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to do. Trust me, it is fun to do, to put different texture packs and stuff like that on Minecraft. But let's just get back to the basics. Let's get back to what makes Minecraft, and that is the fun of Minecraft itself, of playing it and trying to survive in Minecraft. I've got updates running in the background. That's why this thing's lagging a little bit. But yeah, you know, you may be in a situation, say you're in a relationship with somebody or something like that, and they cheat on you or something of that nature, and you don't know how to handle it, and you start asking people for advice, and you're going to find if you ask 100 people, you're going to get 100 different pieces of advice. Now, that doesn't mean that, you know, that you don't take the advice, but, you know, use your own heart, follow your own heart, do what your heart tells you to do. Do you think that person, you know, was there something, which there's no excuse for cheating under any circumstances at all. I don't care what it is, you know, cheating and that kind of stuff goes back to selfishness. You know, a person being selfish, worrying more about their needs than other people's needs. But it shouldn't be that way. You know, you should be concerned about those around you as well as your happiness. If you're not happy, you can't make anybody else happy. That's just all there is to it. So, you know, control what you do, make sure you're happy, and you'll find that when you do that, things will fall in line for you a lot better than when you're trying to please everybody else. Because when you're trying to please everybody else, it can make your life miserable. Because, like I said, you can get 10 people and ask them what makes them happy and what pleases them, and you're going to get 10 different opinions on that. It's not always going to be the same opinion. We need another sheep. Okay then. You know, so not everybody is going to herd a sheep. Not everybody's going to be the same, and you know, like the same things. And where's that sheep at? I heard it. And everything, but you know, you do what makes you happy, and you'll find in turn when you're happy, those that are around you will see that, and they will in turn be happy, and that is a great thing. You know, I'm a person that's a kind person. I'll help anybody that I can possibly help, you know, and it doesn't matter anything. I don't look for anything in return. I don't look for, when I help somebody, that if I need help and I say, well, you know, I helped that person, you know, and I can't believe that person's not come to help me. I'm not that type of person at all. Never have been, never will be that type of person. You know, so, but my happiness, you know, I'm a happy person. And you know, that's what's important in life, is to make sure that you are taking care of. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to eat. Thank you. Alright, I'm trying to find another sheep here so we can make a bed, because we're probably going to need it, but it looks like I might already be focusing on wood or something, and I'm trying to get out of here, but we'll see what happens here. You know, I mean, those that know me and know me in real life will tell you that I will do anything to help anybody out, and I don't expect anything in return. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but I'm saying you have people out there that, you know, will say, oh, you know, I helped that person out, you know, and I'm always helping people out, and I'm always helping people out, and I'm never getting help in return. Well, that's because you're doing it for the wrong reason. You're doing it expecting something, and that doesn't come from the heart. When you do it and don't expect anything in return, that is what comes from the heart. That's where it comes from there. Is from your heart. So, and that's the thing, if you're going to be a good-hearted and a kind-hearted person, that is the one thing that you need to learn, that you don't need to expect anything in return, you know. And when I say anything, I mean nothing at all. And it's starting to get dark, so we all know what that means. It means it's time to bury in somewhere, because we've not found a bed, so we're going to go ahead and dig down right here. We're going to do the one thing you're not supposed to do in Minecraft, dig straight down, but hey, we ain't got no choice, so. But yeah, you know, I'm not an expert on life by no means, nor do I claim to be. I'm just excuse me. I've seen a lot in life, been through a lot in life. And life is rough, life is hard, and it's not one of them things that you can easily take and say, well, I'm gonna be in this situation right here, so I know exactly what I'm gonna do. It doesn't work that way. It's sort of like if you're a parent and you have a child, and then that child gets a little bit older, and then you have another child, and you're like, well, I know how to do it now because I had that one child, so I know how to raise this child. It doesn't work like that because each child is different, and each child has their own ways of doing things and all of that, and you have to figure that one out, and you have to figure it out with people. I don't go in looking at people like, well, here it is, this person right here is this type because they look this way, or they act this way, or something like that. I take people for their face value. I don't take people for what they tell me. I take people for the way they act, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves. And if I'm in a if I'm in a group of people and somebody says, well, I just don't like that person, you don't need to be hanging around them. Well, just because you don't like them does not mean I don't like them, and it doesn't mean that I don't need to be hanging around them. If you can't get along with them, that's between you and them, but I like them and I like you, and if you want it to continue that way, then you're going to have to accept it when we're together, or we can't be around either one of you. I can't be around you if you can't accept the fact of the matter that, I like that person as well as this person. And I think we forget that a lot in life. I think things like, we're so busy tied up in life with life that we forget to be kind, and we forget that everybody has problems and everybody goes through things. No matter who you are, no matter how well you put on an outward appearance of I've got things together, everybody's got a problem. Everybody struggles at one time or another. Everybody is that way. And like I said, I think we tend to forget that at times, and we expect everybody to be like we are, and that's just not the way it is. And think about it. I mean, if everybody was the same in this world would be a very, very boring place, like super boring. It would not be a good place to be in, because there would be no difference between you and me, and there wouldn't be it would just be boring, let's put it that way. People say, well, I wish I had 10 of me running around. Well, you probably do, but if you had 10 of you running around, I guarantee you get sick of it in a heartbeat. I know if there was 10 of me running around, I had to put up with it every day, I'd get sick of it myself. Even though I'm a kind person, it has nothing to do with it. I mean, I'm still human. I still make mistakes. I still do things, that I'm not proud of every day, but I try my best to be the best person that I can every day. So, I want to get some of this out. I want to try to go back to the basics in Minecraft, and just talk about things in life, and let's make things less complicated. Let's not go and, let's just enjoy Minecraft for Minecraft, for what it is, for what it has been for over 15 years, Minecraft has been around that long. How many other games that have been around this long that still have the following that Minecraft has? I mean, think about that. And you're going to find that there's not very, very many that have that following that Minecraft has. Okay, that's not going to work neither. All right, well, I guess we will do. Can we make some more food? Yeah, we can make some more food. Let's make some more food. Trying to get some light in here if you're wondering what I'm doing. I know it's still dark out there, so I'm not even going to look. Boy, howdy, some coal would be nice right now. I need to make some torches. Oh, I got that charcoal. I can make. I forgot about that. Give me this right here. Thank you. I don't know if I can make enough torches or not with this. Oh, I can make 4. 4 is better than nothing. Hear them spiders up there. Oh. But yeah, I mean, think about it. what if every person liked, for example, if every person in this world liked chess, which there's nothing wrong with chess. I play chess. I mean, how boring would that be, watching it all the time, the same thing? But it's not. We're different. We're all human. We all have different likes, different wants, different needs, and stuff like that. And we need to accept that for other people. We don't need to judge other people. You hear it all the time. Oh, this group of this person's bad. This person's bad. This person's bad. This person's evil. I can't believe this person would do that. I can't believe this person's been through that, or would treat other people like that. Well, maybe that person never had anybody to show them kindness and love, and how to treat people. Maybe they didn't have that in their life. Just because you did or somebody else did does not mean that they did. They may not know that. All they've ever, in their whole entire life, all that ever could have been done was they could have been mistreated or abused or abandoned or something like that. And that would be terrible just to think about that. Some person like that, but then they act the way they act because of the way they've been treated. And instead of somebody saying, hey, I understand you're having a bad day today and all of that stuff, but you can be as mean as you want to be, but I'm gonna be as kind as I can be with you. There's an old saying that says, kill them with kindness. And that's what we need to keep that in mind. Finally some cold. We need to keep that in mind when we're dealing with other people. Kill them with kindness. Don't give in to them, because one thing about it, if you let somebody affect you and the way you think and the way you act and all of that stuff, well, that person has control over you. As long as you act the way that they're expecting you to act, or you act like they're acting, they have control over you. And we don't want that. You want to be your own person and do your own thing, and not let anybody have control or have power over you. I know that's a deep thought, and people, a lot of people don't see it that way. It's like forgiving people. People say, well, you don't know what I've been through, to forgive somebody. Well, the thing about it is, you don't know what somebody else has been through, but there are people out there that have been through a lot worse than you have, and they've forgiven people. So, there's no reason why you can't. And, I'm not telling you to, I'm just giving you advice. You do what, you do with what you want. But I think especially when we do these just regular vanilla Minecraft, there's going to be a lot of this life lessons, so to speak, which is probably what I'm going to title this, is a life lesson to learn how to act with people and how to treat people. And, always remember that no matter what, to always be kind, because that makes a big difference. Did I make torches? No, I didn't, did I? Nope, let's go make some torches. Because think about it. What if you were acting out, say you were, I don't know, being really mean to somebody because you were having a bad day or somebody did you wrong, and that person said, well, that person right there's a bad person. They're so mean that, you can't even talk to them. You don't want to be around them. And then they start ignoring you and not being around you. And then you get to going, well, why are people not around me? I don't understand. I'm a nice person. Well, maybe because that one day they judged you as being a bad person instead of giving you a chance and saying, hey, I'm here. I understand you may be having a bad day, or you may have been mistreated or something. Oh, that was scary. But I'm here for you. I'm here. If you want to talk or whatever. I mean, we need more of that in life. We really do. Because life is hard. Life is tough. Life is crazy. And it's, I don't know how to do the achievements. I don't even know if there is achievements on Bedrock. I think there is, but definitely I haven't seen any of them pop up yet, like miner or anything like that. I'm not sure even how to get to them. Let me see here. No, that does. I don't know how to do it. If you know how to do it, let me know. Excuse me. Allergies. I'm telling you, allergies are bad this time of year, like super bad. But like I said, what happened? There we go. Jump up there. Thank you. But, just try to remember that when you're dealing with people. People are not always going to be the way you want them to be. Okay, it is dark daylight out there. Okay, let me grab this right here. Take this with me. Alright, so we made it through that first day, which is good. Now if we can just keep from getting killed this time here, we'll be doing really good. There's a wolf, that's a good thing. If I had a bone, I'd tame him. I do not like being in the swamp. Swamp is not my thing. But think about how much better this world would be if people remembered to be kind to other people all the time. I mean, it would be a whole different world that we live in, and I understand. People have rough lives and things happen and all of that, but it takes 2 seconds to be kind to somebody, and a lot longer to be mean to somebody. Just a simple smile to a person, and hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Have you had a good day? Or hey, I see you're having a bad day. I just want to let you know that I'm here for you, or whatever. I mean, that's the kind of thing we need in this world nowadays, and we don't have it. And that's really, really bad that we don't have it. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm rambling on here, but like I said, there's gonna be more of this. So hopefully y'all like this type of stuff, and hopefully it helps some people out. And if I can make Minecraft videos and help somebody that's having a bad day to have a good day, or help somebody that maybe said, well, that person was mean to me, I don't understand it, we've been friends for years, and all of a sudden they're mean to me. And then you go, oh, wait a minute, Inverius said, that people may be having a bad day, and that very well could be what was happening, and I need to think about that, and I need to find out from that person if that's what the deal was, and I need to remember to be kind to them. And then you do that, if we had a rewind button in life, that would be great. Because then we could go and we say, okay, we acted this way in this situation, and we go back and rewind and go, okay, now what happens if we act this way? And see the difference in the way that we acted and how the outcomes of stuff was when we acted a better way and when we were kind and stuff like that. If we could rewind stuff in life, that would be really, really great. And if you stop and seriously think about it, think about in life, the people that you've dealt with, and you were like, man, if I could just go back and change that, I wouldn't have said this, and I wouldn't have said that, and I wouldn't have done this, and I wouldn't have done that. If you stop and think about that, I'm sure you can think of a lot of people in your life that was like that, or that you were like that too, or whatever. And excuse me, and now maybe you'll stop and think after this, you listen to this, you say, wow, I could handle that a little bit differently the next time, and I could try to be kind to that person and see what difference that makes. And people say, well, you don't understand, that person was really mean to me. And I do understand that, okay? But here's the thing. They wanted to get a reaction out of you, and they got a reaction out of you, and you gave them the satisfaction of getting a reaction out of you. And so therefore they controlled your reaction. They controlled the way you reacted to that situation. You were not in control. They were. And I don't know about you, but I would rather be in control of my actions than to have somebody else in control of my actions. I mean, and it was I always 100% thinking like I'm thinking now? No, this has come over time. There's sheep. This has come over time, with wisdom and age and everything has come, and making mistakes. Believe me, I've made a lot of mistakes. A whole lot of mistakes, and I've learned from them, and that's the thing. It's okay to make a mistake as long as you learn from that mistake. My grandpa told me a long time ago, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. As long as we learn from our mistakes, it's okay to make a mistake, regardless of what the mistake is. There may be that one person in life that you really, really loved, and it started getting serious and it scared you, and you were like, no, I'm calling this off, and you were mean to that person because it scared you, you know, and now you have regret about that. And you go, wow, man, I should have never done that. You know, instead of telling them, look, you know, I'm scared. You know, I've never been in this situation before, and it scares me. You know, I don't know how to react to this, and you know, I don't know. I've never had anybody be like this. I've never had anybody make me feel this way. You know, and I'm scared. And you would find that person would be like, hey, look, I understand. I've been there too. You know, we can slow it down a little bit, or we can do this, or we can do that, or you know, I can do this, and will this make you feel better? And you know, all of that. I mean, we need to start doing that in life. You know, and that person that you wronged, you know, some people you can go back and fix that wrong. Other people, you know, you can't, because they're gone, or you know, whatever, or the relationship's gotten so bad that you just can't. You know, you just cannot. There's a ruined portal. You just cannot even talk to them or whatever, you know, and all of that. But under that aspect, if it's something where the relationship's been ruined so bad that you cannot talk to that person, you can try to show that person that you have changed, you know, and try to see if that person will, you know, at some point, I don't know where the chest is at here, if that person at some point will be able to forgive you. You know, I don't know. I mean, it's always, you know, don't take people for what they say, take people for the way they act and what they do. You know, there's an old saying that says you never judge a book by its cover. You know, you don't know. You never know what a person may be. A person may be putting on like a really nice person, and they may be nice around you and a nice around other people, and the meanest person you've ever seen to somebody that you know, or somebody that's good to you. You know, like you may be a parent that's in a new relationship with somebody, and the person that you're in a relationship with is really sweet and really nice to you, but they're mean to your children when you're not around, and you don't know that, and your children are acting different, and you're like, why are you acting different? I don't understand. You know, really get to know that person. You know, listen to that child, listen to that person that's telling you. If that person's telling you something's wrong, you need to listen, regardless of how you feel about the other person. You need to listen, and if they tell you something's wrong and they're acting out like something's wrong, then it needs to be dealt with. You know, you need to say, well, wait a minute, step back. You know, it's just, I don't know. You know, we don't just need to look at people and say, oh, well, that's a good person right there. Well, you don't know that. You don't know that person well enough to know if they're a good person. Are you around them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you know, 365 days a year, you know, for years on end? You don't know if they're a good person or not. You know, there's so many people out there that follow these celebrities and all these really famous people, and you know, they follow them to the T. And oh, that's a good person. But are you with them? Do you personally know that person? You know, are you behind the scenes with that person? You know, are you you know, in that person's life more than just seeing them on a TV show, or seeing them, you know, on TV or whatever they're doing? You know, are you there with them and, you know what they're like? No, you're not. So you don't know what that person is actually like. I mean, you want to try to be kind to everybody. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, you know, make sure people with their actions, they will tell you what they are. The people around you will tell you how somebody is just by their actions. They'll say, you know, that's a good person there, or that person right there, you got to be careful. That person, you know, that person's mean. And if somebody tells you something like that, you know, take it, you know, listen to it, but under the same aspect. What's up, puppy? Under the same aspect, you know, you have to kind of step back and observe what's going on, you know, and see, what am I trying to do here? Oh yeah, I need that for sure. And, you know, see how that person is, and if that person's a good person, and, you know, all of that. So yeah, I know I'm rambling on here, but I'm trying to get my point across here. And I'm one that I like to state my point in a bunch of different ways, so that, oh crud, it's already getting dark again, so that people can understand it. You know, and I want to make sure that people understand it, so that they, you know, I'm not leaving somebody out. Somebody's like, well, I don't know what he said. You know, it's like a lot of things with a lot of our laws and stuff, you know, they say, well, That's what they meant 100 years ago. Well, you can't tell me what somebody meant 10 months ago, much less 100 years ago, So, looks like we got a visitor, a Cal. What's up, Cal? How you doing, buddy? You're going to be dinner. How about that? Sorry, but I had to do that. So, yeah, just try to be kind as much as you can. Try to be a good person as much as you can. And remember, your happiness is the most important thing, because if you're not happy, you cannot make those around you happy at all. So, we're going to try to unlock a lot of achievements on here. We're going to try to get all the achievements we can get on here, if we can possibly get them. But we're going to be playing a lot of this vanilla Minecraft, just regular Minecraft here, and everything, I've got the other series that I'm doing, and I will continue doing them, but there will be a lot of these on the channel. So hopefully y'all like these, and people take okay, there's a ruined portal right there that is not underwater, so we can go over and get this stuff out of this ruined portal. That's why you always get up high here like this to look around. I think a lot of the like I said at the beginning of this video, a lot of the simple stuff is gone anymore. Everything's so complicated, everything's so high tech, and you've got to you have a lot of families and a lot of friends and stuff. Instead of just sitting down talking to each other, they could be in the same room, they're texting each other, or they're calling each other, or they're emailing each other, or something like that, instead of the human interaction. So it's one of them things that we need to get back to, just trying to be kind to people and help people out. You never know, you could run into somebody out there that they're contemplating suicide because they've just been, oh man, look at all the cows. They've just not ever had anybody to even care about them, and you could see that they're down or something, and you might not even know the person. You may be in a store or something and you not even know, but you can tell that they're down, they're depressed and all of that, and you just go up to them and say, hey, I care about you, I'm here, I just wanted to let you know that somebody cared about you. And you could be the person that stops that person, from taking their life or doing something that they shouldn't be doing. And that's a good thing. I mean, I would like to be that person that did that, that saved that person. What's on that sword? Sharpness 2. Yeah, we're taking that. That kept that person from killing themselves. And that's why a lot of people, they just give up in life. They just don't even care anymore, because they don't feel like there's anybody out there that is kind. And sometimes all it takes is just a shoulder. Somebody's having a bad day, they just need somebody to talk to, and you might be that person to offer your shoulder to them and say, hey, I'm here. And a lot of times when people say I need to talk, we have a bad habit as humans of talking. When somebody says I need to talk, that means they need somebody to listen, not somebody to talk. And a lot of times you'll find that will help a person out more than anything else, is if they sit there and they just have somebody just to talk to, and not have anybody say anything or nothing like that. Sometimes that's the best therapy there is. We're getting these berries because we definitely gonna need them till we find a place to set up here. Trying to find a better location. Trying to find a location that has plenty of rock around, and preferably a village close by, and some trees and the stuff we need, that we can get. Or there's some rocks where we can get some iron and that kind of. Oh, we're definitely taking these. But yeah, so oh, crap, that's right, I can't pick anything else up. Okay, I need to drop something here. Let's drop this. Sometimes that's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's just to listen. And you may learn something. You may be somebody that's just like, man, wow, that person, I can't believe that person is like that. And then you sit down and listen to them talk, and then you realize why they're like that. You realize what's going on in their lives, because you never know You never know what's going on in somebody's life. I saw a video the other day of a teacher that was in school, and a student fell asleep in his class. And he said, I didn't wake the student up. I let the student sleep. And he said after class was over and school was over, he went to the principal's office to, talk to the principal about the student sleeping and let them know what had happened and all that stuff. And he said the principal told him, said, well, look, I'm glad you did that, said, because the fact of the matter is that person works a full-time job after school, then has to take care of their little brother and sister while their mother works, because there's a single mother while she works. So they probably get 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night. But that teacher could have not been kind and pushed the issue and said, no, you're not sleeping in my class or whatever, and been a real butthead, for lack of a better word. And at that point, that could have caused a big situation, and that person could have been like, hey, nobody cares, I was trying to get some sleep. I don't ever get no sleep, I've got a hard life, nobody ever cares. So here's, I'm just going to end it all. But it didn't work out that way. It worked out that teacher was kind. Yeah, that teacher had a policy to follow, and I understand that, understand policies and laws. But that teacher led with his heart instead of with his head. And I guess that's the main thing that I'm trying to get to here, is be kind. Lead with your heart. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know what you're... Think about it in this way. If you were in their situation, how would you want somebody to act towards you? What would you want somebody to say to you? If you were in that situation, would you want them to... Oh, crud, I didn't realize I was that low on food. Would you want them to judge you, or would you want them to be there for you, say something kind, treat you right, that kind of stuff? Or would you want somebody to say, well, yep, another fine mess you got yourself in now, too. Now what are you going to do? I told you that was going to happen. You should have never done that. You should have listened to me. And that's not right. I mean, nobody's perfect by no means. And nobody should... Oh, yeah, there's lava right there. Nobody should ever act like they're perfect, around it, because nobody is. Nobody ever was perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect, and nobody sits high enough on a hill to look down on anybody. Everybody is equal. So anyways, I think we're going to leave it right here for tonight. I'm going to try to get some building done on the next episode, probably set up right here somewhere or something. I'm not sure just yet, but we will figure it out for sure. But I just wanted to bring that to y'all, and just tell y'all, hey, let's get back to the basics and everything. So I'm going to say thank y'all for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will catch y'all in the next one.